a man of letters. He is truly scholar. Honorable Mr. Michael William M. Sir from Canada. You are welcome, sir. I welcome all highly distinguished national and international dignitary. You all are a true champion of ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. On behalf of ONPASSIVE, the Bharat International Group, I welcome you all once again because already we have engaged our beautiful time. Okay, so I want to start all is set to fire. Before that, I want to tell something, my dear friends. ONPASSIVE is one of the biggest wonders of the planet. Okay, it is reshaping the planet. We are so fortunate that we are founding member position and we are going to get a glory of success. This is ultimate journey. And one of the thundering, a miracle journey has started. ONPASSIVE is truly rocking. And world is seeing the power of ONPASSIVE. That's a beautiful moment. You all are unbreakable. Steward. True character of ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. And in last webinar in 360, our CEO announced that we are ready to revamp and reshape the internet. We are creating our internet. He talked about 5 pillars. That is massive, that robust, and that is something unmatchable, unparalleled. That is why I'm saying that ONPASSIVE truly pacemaker, pace setter, pathfinder, pathbreaker company. And it is going to create one of the paradise, heaven, and a garden of delighted worlds. That's a massive movement. Let's quote 5 pillars. We are getting top class OES, one lifelong solution, a big arsenal, and top class luxurious product under OES. That's the greatness. Second one, my dear friends, we are getting top class multiple data center. Already we have one data center. In 2024, we will have multiple data center. Next, third one, O domain. Yes, 1.4 million founding members, they are going to get O domain and we will be one piece in the internet arena. That is going to be exceptional, monumental. Each founding member is going to be robust and massive in the internet arena. That is why I'm saying that ONPASSIVE is truly a king of internet. Fourth one, yes, already our CEO said that we are creating on processor, on merchant system. It means a lot. We'll be getting pay in and pay out, a huge breakthrough. This is a huge breakthrough, my dear friends. We'll be getting a bulk amount of withdrawal in a few days. Why? Because we are getting on processor system. Last, verify it is coming. That's it shows that we are ready to fire on fire. Okay, so let's call upon one of the mental giant, highbrow, statesman, a masterpiece, a brilliant character of ONPASSIVE, Mr. Honorable Mr. Michael Williams, on the dais of ONPASSIVE, the Bharat International Group. Today's topic is how ONPASSIVE is going to be one of the world leader of highly celebrated, most illustrious personality of ONPASSIVE universe, Mr. Michael Williams. All is said for you. Now, this is your time, sir. You are most welcome, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. This is not what I was expecting, but that's okay. This is the first time using this Google platform. But nevertheless, O-Connect seemed to be working for others. So I'm not sure why the difficulty this morning. I just had a communication with Marty DeGarmo and Chris Johnson, and they were able to get a meeting started, no problem. So I'm not quite sure. But regardless, we do know and expect the most updated version to be coming out this weekend. So we look forward to that. So thank you for inviting me here, Raj. It's certainly an honor and pleasure to be with our ONPASSIVE family. I trust that everyone is doing well and that we're all looking forward to the next digital giant. Okay. So thank you for having me here today, and we'll see how long I can be here with you. It's a very busy day. Fridays are always a busy time. Probably my most busiest day is Friday. So we try to get a lot done in a short period of time. So here I am, and just let me know what you would have of me, and let's go. Can you hear me, Raj?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So are we expecting to get more folks on? Is there a link that we can use? Do I give out the same link that you gave me, or is there a separate link to share with some folks?
Except we are able to create
yeah,
link, old link and new link, but it is not opening. This is a major problem,
No,
sir.
no, no, no. I'm referring to this platform that we're on right now. Is
Yeah,
there a
this
yeah,
is Google
link?
Meet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is there a link
yeah,
that I can?
we are circulating, sir. Sir,
We
we
have
are
circulated this
circulating all
platform.
these things, and at the moment, so just you go on, and we all are doing behind the scene, and we are working on that. So the things are going in the different platforms. So you don't worry, people are keep coming, and we have just sent it the message.
Oh,
And we are doing.
okay. All right. So on passive. So we want to be talking about on passive being the future world leader of um, all digital companies, right? Now, when we say digital companies, that's a very wide net, right? We're talking about the Apples and Microsofts and the IBMs and Facebook, and the list goes on and on and on. There are a lot of companies. So to say that on passive is the future world leader of all such companies, that's a very, very big statement. And so, we have to closely examine that and to see why that is a realistic possibility, right? And so, you mentioned earlier, Raj, with regards to the different pillars, So in other words, the different areas on what on passive intends to accomplish, and in doing so, we will truly own the internet, right? Now, from a business standpoint, to have all that you need, all that you need under one roof, that is a huge task. And, that is something that so many, millions of people around the world will look forward to. Because even myself, as I conduct businesses online, there's so many different logins, so many different passwords. so many different websites that I have to go into just to run my business on a daily basis. So to be able to just log into one place, come into OnPassive ecosystem, and have everything there, at your fingertips, that's incredible. That will save a lot of time, right? And to be able to get rid of some of the tools, some of the products that we're currently using, right, in place, and replace that with the OnPassive products. Again, that's a lot of money that's being saved. So that right there, just a single sign-on aspect, is a game changer for so many worldwide. And so when you have game changers, there's always a monetary or monetization factor that plays a role, right? Anytime you can bring something to the marketplace that is a game changer, something that is revolutionary, there will be a shift of the flow of money, okay? A lot of revenue will be generated just by having that one single feature. And as we know, OnPassive is a lot more than that. As we look at payment processor, we know what we've been experiencing since September 1st, right? The month of September, month of October, and here in November, we're experiencing, the disruption of our business based upon the ability to make our payments, using various credit cards, debit cards, and even crypto. So to be able to have our own payment processor, to be able to have our own merchant, to be able to have our own bank even, that is going to be a huge game changer as well. Because think about the hundreds of thousands of people who are trying to make their purchase for OConnect, and they're unable to do so right now. So can you imagine the floodgates if these people were able to make their payments, through our own system, right? And that's what we look to the future to be able to have such a product, an ability rather, to be able to take care of those things. Another game changer. So it's just one game changer after the other, and that's what compounds the idea that we will be the future world leader of digital companies, because no other company is doing this, right? You may go to Microsoft for, certain products, but then you're going to go to Apple for certain products, right? You will use different social media platforms for various services and so on. So you're always using, something else, right? Not just one particular company is not enough for you to be able to run and to conduct your business online in a massive way. You need multiple services, right? And OnPassive realizes that and wants to bring all of the services together all under one roof in the name and powered by OnPassive, because we can trust OnPassive. A lot of these merchants we can't trust. To be able to have our own bulk mailer where we can upload data, right? And have that data being cleaned or scrubbed, or what we call data hygiene, right? To be able to clean that list so that you have a reputable list to be able to mail whatever it is that you want to provide, want to offer, want to sell. That is also huge, because most companies, they don't provide that for you. And when you use third-party companies, again, you can't trust them. They'll tell you that, yes, your list is clean, and then you go to use that list and it isn't clean, right? So there's a lot to it. But when you have it all in-house under one umbrella, that is, again, is a game changer. Imagine if you have an unlimited amount of people that you can contact on a regular basis by using such a product as a bulk mailer. Again, that is another game changer. To be able to have our own, facility to provide domain names, right? Domain names are so important when it comes to run a business, right? If you don't have a location on the internet, then no one's going to find you, right? It's just like if you have a home, right? People will know where to find you because you have a physical address. Okay, you have a location. Okay, the same applies to the internet. That when you're on the internet, people need to know where to find you. They want to find OnPassive, they go to onpassive.com, right? So you as an individual, you as a company, as a business, right? You want to have your own location or your own domain name, which basically is part of your website. And that's how people are able to find you because you have a location. Okay. And so to be able to provide that through the company, again, it's something that you have to have. It's not something that, well, maybe I can, use it, maybe not. No, you have to have that. And that also provides branding to yourself. Okay. And you want to be able to promote you. You don't want to promote OnPassive. You want to promote you. Okay. So the company understands that. We have to remember that our CEO is a master marketer. Okay. A master marketer. There isn't any business that if he wanted to join that he would not succeed at. There just isn't any from a marketing standpoint. As long as it's a legitimate business, he can go in there and he'll know how to market and be able to, make whatever income that he wants based upon what that particular company or business has to offer. So he's taking that knowledge, that skill into OnPassive and then aligning themselves with others who have that same ability. Okay. And then that's how we're seeing these incredible branding campaigns that have drawn together more than 1.5 million customers already into the system that are there in preparation for being allocated to the founders, right? So we know that it's important to have a domain name. Okay, companies got that covered for us, right? Data center. Everyone should know how important having your own data center is, right? It's extremely important. Right now, we're using third party, right? We have a small one of our own right now, but we're mainly using third party in Amazon Web Service. So imagine the capabilities, the potential, right? For having your own data center. It is something that you can use for your own purpose, but also provide additional revenue by providing that service to other companies. The same way we can use a third party such as AWS, it's the same way other companies, other businesses will be able to use our data center as a third party to themselves. And that generates more revenue into the company, and the company can use that revenue now to share with who? To share with us, right? There are so many ways to generate income in OnPassive that most of us are not even thinking about it. All we're thinking about right now is OConnect, because that's what we see. All we're thinking about, I need to go sell OConnect and I'll make money. And that's the only way for me to make money. But we have to look at the big picture. We have to look forward to what is to come, because OConnect is just the beginning of all the other paid products, all the other services that will be provided within OnPassive to generate revenue and in turn share that revenue with us as founded members. Okay, so as we move forward, there's a lot more for us to gain. Okay, so we should not be looking at what is right now. What is right now is not the totality of OnPassive. What is right now is just the beginning. Just open the door a little bit. But as that door, opens up wider and wider and wider and wider and wider, think of the possibilities. I know some of you have tasted a little bit of income coming in based upon sales that were made in the month of September and October. Okay, so we've tasted a little bit, but can you imagine when it fully opens up, right? And everything is running the way it's supposed to, nice and smooth. People click, they purchase, they're able to activate and use the product right away. Think of what's going to happen. Think of what's going to happen when the next paid product comes online, when we have O-Tracker, when we have O-Verify, when we have our own debit card that we can use but also sell, right? And generate commissions from that. Like, there's so much potential, folks. So we always have to look at the big picture and see that what we have right now is just a small little piece of that pie, just a tiny piece, right? ONPASSIVE is where we say we get more, right? We do less work, which is a good thing, right? We pay less money, okay? And have the ability to give back, right? So let's take a look at that. We get more because the company's provided more value than what's there in the marketplace. So if someone is in the market for a video conferencing platform, okay, when they look at ONPASSIVE and they take a look at OConnect, what they will find is something that is giving them more than what's out there in the marketplace. So if they're getting more value, and then when they look at the pricing of it, they're going to see that they're paying less, okay? It's going to be more cost effective for them. So you're going to have more and more people purchasing that product. It will go viral. When you start to look at the various features that's within OConnect, when you see that new version of it, right? People are going to be more and more excited, and that's how it's going to go viral. Okay, we're just getting a little taste of everything right now, but there's so much more to come, right? When we start to look at the full capability of having our own KYC process, our own way to verify, verify, right? Being able to verify that each person in our ecosystem is a real person. There is so much value that's placed on data. Think about it. If you are a company and you want to market, you want to advertise to a database, and you have database 1 and you have database 2. If database 1 is just organic, it's just random people inside there. You don't know if is that a robot, is that a duplicate person that's inside there? Are these real people, right? That's organic. Then you have database 2, where you know that every single person inside there is a real person. Every single person inside there is what we'll refer to as a buyer, someone who has the ability to spend money. That is a much better list to market to than the first one, the organic list, right? So two different things, folks. And that's what we're going to have when we start to talk about targeted traffic. To have targeted traffic under the banner within our ecosystem, that is when we're going to talk about cat mode. That is when we're going to talk about having the fully automated sales process to take us above and beyond our wildest dreams. We have to start looking at the pieces and see how they all come together and understand that ONPASSIVE is the future. It just is. Because this is going to be the blueprint for other companies to emulate. This will be the blueprint for other companies to look to and says, oh, we have to do better. If we want to keep up with ONPASSIVE, we have to do things better. We have to reduce our price. We have to be able to provide more value. We have to change some of the features in our products and services, right? These are things that companies will have to do in order to stay up with ONPASSIVE. Otherwise, they will be left behind. The future is about artificial intelligence. When we start to see companies now starting to infuse their products with that technology. So we have to understand what it is that ONPASSIVE provides. We have to understand where we fit in, how we will benefit, and how our lives will change so that we can help the whole global mission of being able to uplift humanity. We can only do that, folks, when we are in a better financial situation. So think about that. This company is not here to help you make a couple bucks, okay? Because you will not be able to contribute to that mission, right? You would not be able to. Because first, you have to be able to take care of yourself and your family and still have enough left over to be able to help others out. So if we understand that, then we start to get a glimpse of what ONPASSIVE is about. ONPASSIVE is about changing your life so that you have the ability to change other people's lives. So if ONPASSIVE cannot change your life, how will you be able to move forward and impact the lives of others? So we have to understand that, folks. So when I see people asking, I have zero team, how am I going to make money and how much will I make and all these nonsense, that means we're not thinking, right? We're not thinking, we're not understanding what ONPASSIVE is about. ONPASSIVE is not about you having zero team. ONPASSIVE is not about you not making any money. ONPASSIVE isn't about not changing your life. It's the complete opposite, right? ONPASSIVE is about being able to help you generate customers after customers after customers that will purchase our products. They may not purchase OConnect, and that's totally fine. But you know
सर
what?
आप हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं
maybe they'll purchase OTracker. Okay?
सर
Maybe
हिंदी
they'll purchase Academy, right? Maybe they will purchase another product down the line, domain. Maybe they'll purchase traffic, right? You understand? So it doesn't mean that every product that comes on, a customer is going to buy it. No, they may buy it, they may not buy it. Okay? But the point is, there will be something in ONPASSIVE that every single person will see a need to purchase. There will be at least one. So all your customers will eventually buy something. Maybe not now, maybe 3 months from now, maybe 6 months from now, they will buy something. So that's why we don't have to convince or pressure anyone at all. We just have to present to them the totality of ONPASSIVE. Show them how ONPASSIVE will change their lives. Show them how ONPASSIVE will benefit the world. Show them how ONPASSIVE will ensure that their family is taken care of for generations to come. That's what ONPASSIVE is about, folks. And if we understand that, then we have nothing but smiles on our face. If we understand that, we can relax and be calm. When we see that, okay, the payment processor is not working as it should, no problem. No need to get excited. We can just relax knowing, okay, the company is fully aware of it and they will solve it and we will move forward together. When we see that we cannot get on OConnect for whatever reason, okay, maybe there's some work going on behind the scenes, right? And that the company's getting ready to roll out that new version, okay? So there's always something going on in ONPASSIVE. When we start to see, all and understand all the partnerships that's going on around the world, no other company have these types of partnerships that we have. That's another piece that separates us from all other companies out there. ONPASSIVE is making sure they're aligned with governments. They're making sure they're aligned with the lawmakers. They're ensuring that they're aligned with the social influencers so that we can be in every corner around the world. That's what ONPASSIVE is about. And that's what gets me excited every single day, knowing that I'm a part of this. I'm a part of it. You are a part of it. We, all of us, are a part of this juggernaut called ONPASSIVE. And that, folks, is something that we've never been a part of in the past because it never existed. And now we can be so proud of our company going forward. We can be so proud knowing that, yes, finally, our lives will change for the better. Let me pause now, Raj. I don't know what direction you want to go in, but I will pause and turn it back to you, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for really inspiring and brainstorming, outstanding presentation. It truly explained each and every aspect of ONPASSIVE. It truly said that ONPASSIVE is massive, unimaginative. It is a million times bigger than your thinking and your imagination, my dear friends. Why? Because ONPASSIVE is building new internet. And for this, we have to keep patience. Day by day, we'll be getting a top class, most hilarious, outstanding, luxurious product under OES. And we are going to get at least 100 plus digital products within 5 years of journey, 2023 to 2028, my dear friends. Yeah, we can feel the vibration of development of ONPASSIVE. It is creating one of the most innovative solution of the world. Okay, can you imagine? I am having single ID suppose. It means I will be getting income from 100 plus digital tools. It is going to be explosive, bombastic. That is why once upon a time, our respected Michael Williams said that financial tsunami is on the way. It is coming 100%. Who is the biggest company of the world? $2.9 trillion. Apple. But it takes a time in building such a huge giant company. But within 10 years of journey, we can see ONPASSIVE is going to be one of the biggest, massive, robust, colossal company of the planet. Why? All is said. You said rightly, sir, that we have multiple data center. It is coming on the way. Okay. O domain is going to give new age of our business. Yes, of each and every founding members. And third one, we'll be getting on top class merchant processing system. Or verify it is going within a minute. Oh my goodness. And most important, we know we are getting one lifelong solution under OAS, one step solution. That is a complete internet solution. That's a massive, that's a rocking. Any company has guts, has steward character to take this stage, take this step for building humanity. Nobody, no company has such courage, my dear friends. But this is a power of ONPASSIVE. Okay, and you said rightly, sir, that we have to break inertia of mind, just free your mind. Okay, we have to nurture mindset growth. We have to know all the concept of ONPASSIVE in a free manner. We have to get education about ONPASSIVE. Okay, we have to know what is AI, what is robotics, what is automation, what is the power of all digital tools. And we are going to revive and make the vibrant world. Democracy is going to enjoy. We are going to provide a good governance in each and every sector of the world, like a bureaucracy. When you talk about the primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector, that's amazing, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for really one of the unprecedented phenomenal we and I platform in everyone. Let's call upon one of the international dynamic leaders, August. You are most welcome and experience how today's session and how ONPASSIVE is going to be one of the world leader in all digital arena. Mr. Elli, sir, can you hear me?
Thank you, Mr. Raj. Actually, your voice was breaking, so it was not clearly audible to me. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Mr. Michael here. I'm here for the first time on this platform, and I am thankful to Mr. Raj and Mr. SP Singh for this new platform. Yes, it is a very important and necessary for everyone to know about ONPASSIVE as why and how it will be changing our lives. Not only our lives, but through our lives, there will be change in the lives of every person who comes in contact with the ONPASSIVE. And for that, every ONPASSIVE founder should be aware that how it will be able to do so. And for that, we have to learn little things day by day. And once we are in the learning mode, we learn, then after that, we can teach others also. And as we know that in India, particularly if we talk about, there is illiteracy for the more people, and we have just to educate them also, because we count 1.4 million people, but in that I think as we see in the webinars, very less people come in the webinars to learn something, or they are able to learn And for that, we have to work more. And these new platforms, particularly what we are doing, these webinars everywhere, it is very important. And persons like or learned persons or world leaders everywhere, like Mr. Michael William, Bill Williams, and everyone in all the corners of the world and even India, everyone is trying at his place to give his best performance to make our future best, because this is the only platform, only ONPASSIVE, that can make a big change in the life of everyone, because this is a unique concept, unique products, and especially when the intent is clear, you work from the depth of your heart with a dedication, with a single mission. More than 1.4 million people at this stage are having the same mission as that of Mr. Ashma Fareh, and we are grateful to God that we are in this opportunity where we will be changing the lives of other people along with our families, and not our families but the next generations also. But this thing will happen only if we become sincere, we become faithful, we have patience, and we create the feelings of doing something and uplifting someone, helping someone, caring someone. Unless that, it will not be possible. And the charity begins from home. First of us, before we can expect it from anything, we have to start it from ourselves. And the person who is going to start it from his person or his family, there will be a team along with him to get ready to know about ONPASSIVE, to know about ONPASSIVE products, and to know about the mission of the company. And I am thankful to God and especially Mr. Ashma Fareh and all our leaders all the world who are educating everyone, giving their time, giving their efforts to make this dream come true for every founder. And I'm thankful to you to invite me here today. And I will make a routine to be in this platform. I think that will be my pleasure to be here. So thank you, and over to you, Mr. Raj. You are not audible.
Sir, unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhagat sir. Really awesome sharing. You said rightly that all is said. Okay. And ONPASSIVE is one of the X factor. Do you know? That is traffic. And traffic just like oxygen, just like blood of internet, my dear friends. Why company is saying that you are getting a big financial breakthrough? Why? Why it is done deal? Because company is going to bring a massive number of traffics for you. And traffic is going to multiply your income in the compounding. That is unparalleled, truly unparalleled. Thanks a lot. That's great. Now let's call upon another international first lady Q, maestro, and most statesman character, Dr. Bini from USA. Q, you are most welcome. Dr. Bini, can you hear me? I could see you. Okay. Okay. Let's call upon from India, international maestro personality, Mr. Deep Kumar Pandey ji. Over to you, sir. Mr. Deep Kumar Pandey ji, can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
You are struggling with sound. I think you are struggling with sound, I think. You are struggling with,
I
okay,
think
let's say, I will take you, okay, just first of all,
so.
come in network,
Hello.
my dear friend, Mr. D. Kumar Pandey ji.
Hello. Am I audible clearly?
Yes,
Hello.
go ahead. Yes, you are audible. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much for everything that you have given me such a wonderful opportunity to at least share something in front of all the foreign dignitaries. And I must say a big thank you to the Almighty God. And then after, I thank to the our, international personalities and today's chief guest, our beloved and the most maestro personality, the beloved personality is Michael Williams. So thank you for coming, sir, and thank you to all the other international national dignitaries, those who are present right now. We are really appreciating you all. And what the sir has said that how ONPASSIVE is really going to give a real impact to the various people, especially if you talk about to the founders. Yes, founders are really keep coming in such a manner. They are just knowing that what is going all around. And Mr. Sir has, Mr. Our CEO sir has already told each and everything. He has already calculated everything. So if you talk about to the whole ecosystem, yes, the ecosystem is one of the biggest system which is about to come in a very recent time. So we are very promising. We are very, keen on to know many more things that. And one more thing I must mention over here because I know that a lot of people are gathered here. They everyone want to share something. So I don't take much more time. But the only thing which is really important to tell you is that here the 50 plus products are there in this particular ecosystem, and no one ever have thought that the internet is really scattered. And what our great CEO, sir, Mr. S. Mufari, has created this thing, this is really beautiful. And that's why the name of this ecosystem is to be designed in a very beautiful manner. Whatever a user, whatever a internet, techie person wants, he can receive everything. And the most important thing is that single sign on, my dear friends, the single sign on is a biggest miracle to reach each and every product in only a one ID. If you just log in, get into that and receive hundreds and hundreds of of fruit, whatever you need. And before the internet was really scattered, people just want to go here and there and everywhere. It is difficult as well
Brother
if
Divya
you
Pandey,
see that how.
Brother Divya
Yeah.
Pandey,
Hello.
our brother Michael is here from his own time.
My voice is clear.
He's here to share his knowledge and to
Hello.
answer questions about the product
Okay.
knowledge. We have other times. Please make use of the time.
Okay.
Our brother Michael Williams is
Okay.
here. Please,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
time is
Okay.
gold. He have other
Yeah. Yeah.
times, other things to do.
Yeah.
This we don't want
Okay.
to
Okay.
waste his
Okay.
time. Please,
So I have.
the
Okay. Okay.
time is
So I have
gold.
to finish
Okay, the
myself,
time is gold.
and I
Please
do
make use
respect
of
you, sir.
this time. Thank you.
Yeah. 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 I do respect you, Kumaran sir, and I just don't want to take much time. So back to you, sir, and just you carry on for the further details and everything. So please,
Okay.
thank you, Kumaran sir, for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dip Kumar Pandey for your wonderful sharing. My dear friends, this stage open for you. Even if you want to ask any question, if you want to solve any query, you are most welcome. Okay. Before that, let's call upon, I can see one of the biggest charismatic personality of ONPASSIVE universe. Yeah, she is most celebrated and most illustrious personality, Julie Nguyen from USA. Lovely sister, you are most welcome. You are most welcome, sister. We feel so excited to hear. Uh, yeah, sister Julie, can you hear me? This stage is yours. Please share your experience. How ONPASSIVE is going to be one of the biggest world leader in digital arena. Already our chief speaker, Mr. Michael Williams sir has presented his sharing. Sister Julie, can you hear me?
Okay,
Honorable
while we're waiting for Julie, I believe she's not in a position to speak right now. So
Okay.
I will gladly speak on behalf of her. Okay. I want us to think about this, right? Think about how your life will be impacted in the next 12 months when money is no longer an issue for you, right? I want you to think about that, right? We as founding members, brand ambassadors, affiliates, users, early bird customers, etc. We have to think about that because I've said it many times that ONPASSIVE is not a 1 month business. It's not a 90-day business. It's long term. We got to think 12 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years, 10 years, right? And think about the next generation, right? What are we going to be showing people? We're literally going to be showing people how they can make a realistic income in the online sales industry. Like that is what we're showcasing to people. Be able to help them have a completely total internet business solution, right? That is what ONPASSIVE is providing to the world. It's providing them a way for them to be able to get a piece of the pie that so many are unable, right? They're unable to get a piece. A lot of people, we're all human beings. There's only one race on this planet. There's only one race, right? Yeah, we may have different nationalities, whether we're from India or from Germany or wherever, right? But there's only one race of people. So we're all the same. But yet, it's only a handful of people that have truly been able to experience living. And that is so unfair. That is not what humanity is all about, right? We are here to help each other, uplift each other, pull each other up so that everyone can be at the top because there's more than enough. There is no lack, right? There's no lack of resources. Everything that we need to succeed is right there. And this is where ONPASSIVE is coming in to level the playing field. Success starts right now with ONPASSIVE. It doesn't start with Microsoft. It doesn't start with Apple. It doesn't start with Facebook and the other companies because they do not care about you or I. They don't care about us. They just don't. They care about their pockets. How can they suck more money from you by coming out with another iPhone? We just had iPhone 14. Now we've got 15. Why? Is there something wrong with iPhone 14? I can't use it. It's a problem, right? But nope. Let's find a way to pull more money out of people's pocket, right? We see all the corruption that has gone on with FB, with Facebook. We've seen there's a reason why they were before Congress and all these things, right? We have to understand how, what goes on in the world around us. Why is it that only some people can generate billions of dollars for themselves and their families, and yet you have others, billions of people that are starving right now? ONPASSIVE is here to make a difference for all of that by giving you in your hands the license to print money legally. That's what ONPASSIVE is putting in your hands. And it's unfortunate that so many people don't understand that. They can't, they just can't get it because they're trying to make ONPASSIVE more complicated than it is. It's complicated in the background, right? In the background, it's complicated. Yes, there's a lot of coding going on. There's a lot of connections going on, right? A lot of work that is being done that we don't have to do, the technology that's being created, the products that are being created, that we have no clue how to do any of that stuff. We don't need to understand that. What we need to understand is what's our role. How do we fit in? How can we benefit? That's what we need to understand. And our role is a very small role. But if you have 1.4 million and each one is playing a small role, when you put it all together, it becomes massive. That's why we say no one gets left behind. That's why we say that we don't want to leave anyone. We're trying to help as many as we can to get it. And we try to break it down in so many different ways for people to understand it. Because ONPASSIVE is all that you need. ONPASSIVE is what's going to make a difference in your life going forward. It really is. But as was stated, it does take time, right? You don't create a solid foundation. Please mute yourself. When you come on, please kindly mute your microphone.
Hello, please
Thank you.
mute yourself, please. Yeah.
Okay. We have to
Okay, sir,
understand.
go ahead.
Yeah, we have to understand, right? We have to understand that to create a solid foundation takes time. I would not want to live in a home that they took 1 month to build, right? Unless they had thousands of, like a lot of people, a lot of workers, right? No, it takes time. When someone is going out there and building a mansion, let's say a 22,000 square foot home, right? Indoor pool, theater, the works, right? Do you think that gets done in a few months? No, right? Think of the foundation, right? The amount of concrete, right? All that needs to be done to make sure when this thing goes up, it doesn't fall over. Think of the Burj Khalifa, right? How long did it take to construct the Burj Khalifa? Can you imagine if the foundation wasn't strong, if it wasn't solid? You know how many lives would be lost as a result of that? Right? Think of an airplane, right? Think of an Airbus, right? You go on that plane and that plane was built overnight. Would you want to fly in that plane? Right? Would you want someone piloting that plane who just, woke up yesterday and decide, oh yeah, here's my license. I'm good to go. I'm a pilot. Or did they take time? Think about your doctor, right? They got to go, 10 years of school? You don't want someone that went to school for 2 years at a community college and now they're going to perform surgery on you. Of course not. It takes time, right? That's ONPASSIVE, folks. ONPASSIVE takes time. Now, I'm not saying ONPASSIVE, is going to take forever. It clearly isn't. We're on the verge right now. We've opened that door a little bit, right? And it's going to open up a little more and a little more and a little more and a little more, right? And we all going to benefit because they took the time to lay the proper foundation to make sure that everything is fully legally compliant in all jurisdiction, so that when we say, let's go viral with this baby, there are no issues. Okay? There are no issues. That's ONPASSIVE, folks. That is what you are in. That is what's going to take you to the next top. That is what's going to help you get out of whatever financial rut that you may be in right now. Not these fly-by-night companies that we keep joining. People come to you in India, for example. Oh, here's the latest, newest, greatest thing. And you jump in only to lose your money again. That doesn't make any sense. I don't care if it's $1, $10, 10 rupees. It doesn't matter what it is. We have something that is solid. Something that you can go to bed and sleep well at night because you know you're taken care of. You know that all your dreams that you've dusted off, you're ready to go again. Because finally, you'll be able to accomplish all those things. Isn't that what you want? We don't want this baby to start and stop and start and stop and start No, we want to be able to open the gates and we're just soaring. Okay, just like an airplane when it takes off, right? It goes up and it's gradually going up, going up, going up, going up until it reaches whatever elevation that it needs to get to, right? Whatever altitude that it needs to get to. This is ONPASSIVE, but we're going straight to the top, folks. You understand? To the top. Because ONPASSIVE says there is room for everyone everywhere. That's what ONPASSIVE says. ONPASSIVE says it doesn't matter if you're a Muslim, it doesn't matter if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter if you're a Christian, Buddhist, Hindu. It doesn't matter, folks. It just doesn't matter. Okay? ONPASSIVE says we are open for business for everyone everywhere. ONPASSIVE doesn't care if you live in Papua New Guinea. It doesn't care if you're in South Africa. It doesn't care if you're in Kerala. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, folks. Doesn't matter. ONPASSIVE says we are open for business for every single person around the world. Why? Because we're one race, the human race, one race of people. Okay? Don't get caught up with nonsense about racism and all this stuff. It doesn't exist. Don't let people, cloud your mind. Okay? People may not like you because of your color. That's different. People may not like you because of how you look. People may not like you because of your nationality. May not like you because of your culture. At the end of the day, inside ONPASSIVE, all we see is your heart. And I know if I was to dissect Mr. Raj, right, and I looked at his heart, and I was to dissect myself and look at it's the same heart. It's the same. Okay? It pumps blood like it's supposed to, right? That's it. You understand? We are all the same. Doesn't matter where we live in this planet. Okay? That's ONPASSIVE. That's what you want to align yourself with, folks. A company that says exactly that. Not just lip service, but actually mean what it says. When our CEO says, do it or die, that's the truth. That is facts. And we have done it. And he didn't have to die, okay? Which is a good thing. That's a bonus, right? All of us are here going in the same direction to accomplish the same goals, which is to make sure that we are taken care of financially. Because when we are, now we're in a position, okay? Because if you're not taken care of financially, you cannot help others. You just can't. How can you? How can you donate to causes that's dear to your heart? How can you? How can you help children who are starving, don't have food, right? Don't have money to go to school, no money for a bus. How can you help people when you don't have it yourself? I think it's very foolish when people don't have and they take the little that they have and they're trying to give and give and give. That makes no sense to me. It makes more sense to build yourself up to the point where you have excess and now take that excess and bless the world with it. That's what ONPASSIVE is helping you do. That's what ONPASSIVE is about. They're saying, yes, we're going to give you more and more and more and more. And it's going to cost you less and less and less. And so that way you will have the excess that you need to do all the things that you want out there that is good. ONPASSIVE is not here to support anything that is negative. ONPASSIVE is not here to support anything that is bad, that is evil. It's all about doing good. And we can because we have all the tools right here. Single sign-on, one roof, everything under one umbrella. All that we need, folks. It is coming. It is coming. And if we understand that, we will stay focused on what we need to be focused on. ONPASSIVE is a difference maker. It will make a difference in your life. It will. Even if you don't even believe it, it's actually going to make a difference in your life. It will, because it will be fully automated. All you have to do is just follow the instructions, stay the course, and know that you are taken care of. Success is finally yours, folks. It really is. It really is. So let's embrace the success that is ours. Let's embrace it. Let's embrace our company and understand that there is no other company in this world that will do what ONPASSIVE is doing for you. None. Zero. None. All these billionaires, Folks, they keep on making money, okay? And they will continue to make money. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with caring about you. It has nothing to do, well, let's make some more money so we can give more. No, right? They can literally give 99% of their wealth and still be okay with the 1% that's left. But yet they don't. They keep 99% and they give 1%. How does that make sense if they really care about people? ONPASSIVE says we're going to give as much as we can and only keep back what we need to sustain the business, so that we have a business for tomorrow, so that we have a business for the next generation, so that we are here 10, 20, 30 years down the road. That's what ONPASSIVE says. So if that means giving 50%, if it means giving 30%, if it means giving 70%, whatever it takes to give as much as we can and just retain just the little that is needed to make sure that this company continues to do the great things that we know that we're capable of doing. That's all the company cares about. And who's gonna benefit? You and me, our children, our family, right? The people around the world that are in need, that's who's gonna benefit. No games, no gimmicks, just the plain truth, folks. That's what you're getting ONPASSIVE. Truth. Okay? And I choose to stand on the side of truth. Okay? Because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to actually succeed in business. So ask yourself, is ONPASSIVE the company that you were looking for? Is ONPASSIVE the company that's going to get you to whatever destination that you want to be? Is it ONPASSIVE? Or is there another company somewhere? Right? Because if there isn't anything else where to look to that can help you accomplish your goals, your realistic goals, right? Then all of us should be excited. All of us should be happy. Yes, there's bumps along the way. That's okay. You're going on a journey, folks. You're going on a vacation, a road trip. And all of a sudden, your vehicle breaks down. Okay, the tire, you have a punctured tire. You have a flat tire. What do? Just take the tire off, put another one on, and you keep on going on your journey. You don't turn around and say, well, let's go back. No, you continue to go forward. That's what you do. You fix the issue and you move forward. That's what ONPASSIVE has been doing as we test and test and test and test, right? And then we continue to move forward. Folks, get ready. Yes, I still believe in that financial tsunami, because that's what it's going to take to shake up, to disrupt this planet, is a financial tsunami. And that is a good tsunami. That's a good thing. That's one that I look forward to. That's one that I welcome, okay? Because that's what we all need. Back to you, Raj, my friend.
Oh my goodness, what a exceptionally bombastic, sir. Truly fabulous, stupendous. And why not? ONPASSIVE is exploding each and everywhere, my dear friends. And that is why our CEO said we are going to reshape the planet. ONPASSIVE is beacon of hope for millions or billions of the people. This is last hope, okay? And whole world is going to rejoice, thrill it all. We are going to increase the Human Development Index, and the best, prestigious, highly respectful, and highly top class, lavish, luxurious, and extraordinary lifestyle is coming on the way. Students, you are going to get a glory of success. 100%. I can see one hand raise. Yeah, Sister Nafisa. You are most welcome.
Hi,
Nafisu, you are most welcome.
um,
Yeah, go ahead.
good evening in my area in the UK. I am so grateful and blessed to be here. Anyway, this platform is the first day I'm using, so thank you so much, Brother Kumran, to share with us that link. I appreciate it. Last people is the best people. That's wonderful, because people are staying on passive for some reason and they fell off. And who stays to the last, that one is who are going to celebrate. And I'm sure we are part of them. So thank you so much. Dr. Michael Williams, amazing. I don't know, I don't want it to go, just bracing, but thank you so much for ONPASSIVE, for Ash, every leader who support us through the, the journey. We believe on ONPASSIVE, we breathe on ONPASSIVE, we live with ONPASSIVE. We are not testing, we are in it to win it. So I'm so blessed and grateful to be party. Somali communities who are excited. There is a doubt is failing off and on, but who is the bestie are the believers. So we are so grateful. We have got in 1 hour time our webinar and Somali Global ONPASSIVIAN. I'm so excited. I'm waiting. I'm preparing my notes. Grateful. The question is, come back to us million of times, like too much times. We've got resellers which are activate their accounts, are ready to roll, but they are saying any leader, any person or any, one talk about founders. What about us? What are we up to now? What are we entitled to? Where are we? What benefit are we waiting? Are we just the ladder you are climbing, or are we falling into something? So we need Bill Williams, any clarification, if he's got any that answer, what can we give the people we lead? Thank you so much about the resellers. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a greatness. Thank you so much, sister. Next, I like to call upon Mr. Kumaran sir, international genius leader, sincere experience, sir. If you have any questions, sir, you may ask to our chief guest, Mr. Kumaran sir. Over to you.
Brother Raj, I think Sister Nafiso, she asked one question to Brother Michael Williams. There was a question.
Yeah, Mr. Michael sir, respondent's question. Over to you, sir.
So the question is, what about us founders? What are we stand to gain? Like, what's our benefit? Is that the question, Nafiso? You're muted. You're muted,
Please,
Nafiso.
Unmute yourself, Nafiso. Unmute yourself, sister. Unmute yourself.
If you hear my question was, what are the resellers as founders? We know where we are standing, where we are going, where we are, facing. We're ready and we are in it to win it, happy where we are. God bless us all. But the question is, the resellers are asking us the question, what benefit of us? Why we activate our accounts? But what are we waiting for? What are we entitled to? What benefit are we waiting for? That is the question.
Okay. So anyone who is a reseller, okay, have to understand how we make money. Okay. So we make money by what? By selling products. The only product we have right now that we can sell is OConnect. So when we sell OConnect, we generate a commission. We already know what the structure is. We already know that it's 100% on the very first sale. We already know that it's 25% thereafter on any additional sales, right? So we know how we make money right now based upon what we have, okay? So that's for resellers. So a reseller can actually go out there and actively sell OConnect if they so choose. A reseller can actually be part of the process by waiting for the rest to come, by waiting for domain, for waiting for targeted traffic in order to complete that full automated process, right, of making sales. So it's up to the individual what they want to do, whether it be to actively do something now and make some sales on their own, or wait, right, for the rest of the pieces of the puzzle to come and then use those pieces now to make those automated sales. Also, by activating now, they also get in line for the allocation of customers that the company has also generated through its organic advertising thus far. So there's benefit for them to come. So it's up to each individual as to where they see themselves. So do they want to actively do something right now, or do they want to wait? Okay. So that's really it, which is similar to us as founders in that we as founding members, we're also classified as affiliates, right? So we are affiliates, we are users, and it's the same thing that we can actively go out there right now and sell OConnect and make commissions that way, or we can wait for the rest of the pieces to come together and then use the system to fully automate the process, right? So it's the same thing. So what you see for yourself is the same you can see for those who are resellers coming in. Okay.
Thank you so much. I got it. Because some people, they take the message wrongly, and that's the message. So that's why I need a clarification, because I've got a webinar coming just less than an hour.
Sure.
So I need a clarification. But some people, they said, oh, the people in the pool, when is for founders, is, you know, all these benefits. So the people are a little bit shocked and stay back. So I like that clarification.
Sure. Yeah, and founders are first, right? Founders, because we're given the opportunity first. But if we don't activate, then we're not part of that pool. We have to activate, which makes sense, by the way. And let me just touch on that briefly, in that, you know, it doesn't make sense from a business standpoint for the company to allocate customers to founders, right, who are not engaged, who are not serious about their financial future, who don't really care. They just want to just sit back. It doesn't make sense. So the company says, okay, show us that you're in it to win it, right? Show us that you're following along, you're paying attention. Okay, so I make my purchase. All right, so now you've activated, because the plan is for those who activate to generate enough commissions so that any future product purchase comes from your commission, not from your pocket. A lot of founders don't understand that. So they keep asking, well, what's going to happen in the next 90 days? And what's going to happen when I have to pay again? And what? Our CEO says, don't get ahead of the company, right? So in other words, just relax, just wait. All will be unfold, and we will have options. Okay, we will have options. All right. So let's just continue to stay the course. All right.
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's yeah. Very crystal now. Yeah.
One other time.
Thank you so much, sister. This is very crystal now. And sir, one more question. I got into chat information that, so can we promote? Can you promote all ONPASSIVE video and photo for promoting on business into different platforms?
We can, anything that is public. So if we go to ONPASSIVE corporate YouTube channel as an example, any video that is there on that channel, we can promote it. Absolutely.
Okay. That's
so what we should do though is to link it directly to the corporate channel, not take it off and then try to make it our own and then go out and try to, because again, there's time, there's effort that the team has put together to put those videos out there to the public on our behalf. So let's just link to them. That's what I do, right? If any corporate video that I want to use, I just simply put the corporate video link, so it goes straight to the source, as opposed to my personal channel or any of those things. I put it to that link so that they get the credit, they get the benefit, they get the views. It's a collective views. It's going to augur well for all of us going forward. So, you know, that's the right thing to do where that is concerned. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir. Mr. Kumar, sir, over to you. You want to ask? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Raj. Brother Divya Pandey, sorry about just now to, you know, ask you to stop your sharing because I'm traveling with in this ONPASSIVE for the past 3 years, and I have seen Brother Michael Williams. Earlier I watch his YouTubes, right? Then when the corporate he comes personally, okay. I've seen personally heard our CEO mention that Brother Michael Williams is his brain. Is that correct, Brother Michael? There was in a one corporate webinar he said that you are his brain.
He's just being kind. You know, he's just being kind.
So that's how important the brain, you know. So that how important our brother Michael William is. So okay, my question is, we have more than 1.4 million founders, right? And and on passive is like uh, something like a diamond in the wave of AI. There was a wave of billionaires in the, you know, the car industry. Then after that, there was the computers. There was a wave, and cryptocurrencies. There was a wave, and the next wave is AI. So we are so lucky that we are here in the beginning itself, because some people, they miss to buy the Amazon shares or Facebook shares, or, you know, all this. But we are so lucky we are here. And for me, every time there's happening or all about on passive is so important. That's why I don't miss today. Michael Williams, yeah, I'm here. So this question is to brother Michael Williams. I'm sure you have noticed, right? You have seen so many founders not taking serious. They don't bother about this, right? I'm sure you in your mind have think something. What is this? So, is there any view that you like to say? What do you think about the founders that don't bother about this?
Well, this is how I look at it, right? OnPassive will create more millionaires than any other company before it, right? That's how I look at it. Okay, I see every single user account to be extremely valuable, right? As you touched on the various waves that we've seen in our marketplace, right? Yes, those who got involved in Bitcoins, for example, in the early stage, you know, when it was for less than a penny, less than $1, less than $10, less than $500. Those who got in those early stages, they went on to become, you know, millionaires, and in some cases billionaires with a B. Okay, the same can be said in other industries, right? So when I look at OnPassive, I see OnPassive as a leader in the AI field, right? And if we are early adapters, if we are the ones that got in, you know, in the very beginning and aligned ourselves with this company, because we know as new customers come in, they have to go somewhere. Okay, and that somewhere is they have to be attached to a founding member. Okay, that's just how it is. So whether that's 100 million customers that will come or 1 billion customers that will come, they have to go somewhere, folks. Okay, and so those who are paying attention, those who are engaged, stand to benefit the most, because you will be in tuned to know what is the next step. Okay, what action should I take, right? So you're going to benefit the most, right? And so those who choose not to pay attention or just say, OnPassive is not going anywhere, you know, that to me, those are the same individuals that looked at Bitcoins in the early stages and said, oh, no, it's a scam. Oh, no, it's not going anywhere. Oh, no, don't get involved in that stuff. And yet we've seen where it went from nothing up to 60,000 per coin, right? Yes, there's ups and downs. It goes up, come down, goes up, all of that stuff. But the money, I believe, and this is just my opinion, the money to be made with Bitcoin is already passed. It's already gone. It doesn't mean that you can't still make money, okay? But the massive potential is already gone, right? Because you can't get it again for $1. You can't get it again for $500. Right now, I think it's 37,000 per coin or something like that, right? So that's gone. You understand? OnPassive is here now ahead of this massive up curve. Okay, it's an upswing. okay, if you wish. Okay, it's a upward channel. Okay, as far as the trajectory of the potential for artificial intelligence. So if we are ahead of that curve, if we are part of setting the trend, right? If we believe that ONPASSIVE is the future world leader of digital companies, then why would we not pay attention to it if we're serious about our financial future, right? So, we can't force people to pay attention. We can't force people to be engaged. We can't even force people to get in, right? I personally don't go out there try to sell or connect. All I want is for people to just get a free account, come in and observe, look for yourself. If it makes sense, you will stay. It's as simple as that, okay? So that way I'm not forcing nothing on anyone. Just get, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 500,000. Just get people to come in, get a free account, okay? They will make the decision whether they want to purchase OConnect or not. And that goes for founders as well. Those who are in already and they choose not to activate by purchasing OConnect, that's entirely up to them. It's a choice. I know what choices I've made, right? I've made sure that I made my purchase, and I can only encourage people to do so. But if they don't want to, that's their choice. Maybe they want to wait for the next product to come. Maybe they'll buy that one. Maybe they want to wait for the third and the fourth and the fifth. You understand? Right? I've seen too many times that people let opportunities pass them by. But you were right there. You were right there when history was being created, and you chose not to participate. But yet you're the same person that jumped into garbage, right? Because the garbage promised you the world in, 30 days, right? The garbage promised you that, you're going to be a gazillionaire, by owning this wasteless crypto coin or this token. You understand? And we jump in. Or the garbage promised you, 2% a day and 5% a day and 30% a month and blah, blah, blah. And we jump into these nonsense and end up losing our money. And yet here is a business that is showing you how a real business is done. It's showing you real partnerships, right? It's showing you real people that you can see for yourself. This is not no one telling you about it. You can see it, right? When the company has these events, or not the company, when the company participate in these events, right? And they see these events that's going on, right? Like we just had in Egypt, for example, that we had in Dubai the other day, and so on with Jitex. You're right. When we see these things and we see for ourselves, and that I'll see how ONPASSIVE is in these events, and they're a big piece, right? And we see the partnerships that's coming on board, that's aligning themselves with this company. We need to take a look at the clues that's been put in front of us. And a lot of us are acting as if we're actually blind, that we can't see, right? Use your own eyes, folks. Take a look. And okay, you don't have the experience. I don't have the knowledge. No problem. Leverage other people's knowledge, right? Leverage what other people are doing. So if you see someone who has sense, they're not stupid, right? They have sense, they're successful in life, and they choose to go down this path, right? Doesn't it make sense to at least explore it? I'm not saying to jump with them, because sometimes, even smart people will lead you astray, right? But at least examine it for yourself. Take a closer look. That's what we're saying to people. Come on into ONPASSIVE, take a closer look from the inside. Don't judge us from the outside. Don't judge us by some nonsense YouTube video person who just trying to get views so they can make a few bucks. Don't judge us from that nonsense. Come inside, take a look at the technology for yourself, take a look at the system, take a look at everything for yourself, and then you make that decision whether it's for you or not. Because trust me, right? When Apple just started, when Apple launched its IPO, initial public offering, right? Okay, not everybody bought shares in Apple. Not everybody bought shares in Microsoft, right? Some people saw it, had the opportunity to do so, and they chose not to, right? People saw what was happening in the crypto space and they chose not to participate because they listened to distractors. They listened to the outside people who have no clue what they're talking about, but that's who they listen to. You understand? I choose to listen to someone who's in the know, someone who has a good sound understanding of whatever it is that I want to engage in. I choose to listen to that person, okay? Not from people who are just negative or have their own agenda, okay? So I encourage all those who are not paying attention, buckle up, right? Come lock your arms with us because we are going somewhere that I know that you will wish you had listened in the get-go, right? We're going somewhere with this, folks. Why would I not want to be at the top? Why would I want to live life on the bottom, right? Why would I want to choose poverty over abundance? Doesn't make any sense, right? So I choose to make the right choice for myself and my family. And because I've done that, I encourage others to do the same. Because what I want for myself and my family, I want it for other people as well. Okay? And that's the spirit of ONPASSIVE.
Thank you, brother Michael William. And I like to say thanks to brother Raj and the Bharat team because they are the only English-speaking webinar in India. So most of the webinar will be mixed with the Hindi and thank you, brother Raj.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Really, Mr. Michael sir nailed it completely. Today, it is going to be awesome webinar. I have 4 short questions, sir, because I got the information in the chat that now the subscription of OConnect is still going on, okay, but first quarter is going to expire after 20 days. Can you expect to receive traffic in November month? And when we'll see commission? What do you take, sir, in this matter? Please, Crystal.
Okay, so our CEO has stated, don't get ahead of the company, okay? All those who have purchased OConnect don't need to worry about, 90 days is going to expire and I have to go pay again out of pocket. We don't need to worry about that. We really don't. First of all, it's a choice. The company will not force you to make another purchase, okay? They will not. But we will have options, okay? We will have options. There'll be multiple packages that we can choose from, etc. Okay, and it doesn't mean that the company cannot do a restart. We just have to wait and see what happens. Let's not try to assume or speculate what's going to happen. The company has always been fair to us, right? Always been. Okay, the company did not have to refund the 97 as a credit to us, but they did, to make it a little easier to make that payment. Because without that refund of 97, then that's an extra 97 that we would have to have paid, right? We'd have to be paying 240 out of pocket instead of 143, right? So we know that the company has always been fair. So let's just wait and see what is presented to us rather than us trying to, question or wonder, because the truth is it has not been released to us as yet. So we just have to wait and see. But I personally believe that this company will always do what's in our best interest, right? So let's just wait for that. I think we're going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be any issues because, as I said, the idea is to make that initial purchase, that initial activation, and be able to generate enough. We only need one customer in order to break even going forward. So, we will have the customer allocation, right? The company is going to do that. But it makes more sense to have some more stability and then you do it. What's the point in allocating these customers and now, they can't make a purchase, right? Or they're going to have payment issues, etc. The company knows what it's doing. So let's just wait on them and they'll communicate to us in advance exactly what the next step is going to be. So we don't need to be alarmed or concerned about that right now.
Yeah, all right, sir. All right, sir. One more thing is boom in ONPASSIVE arena, that is A-bomb. What could be? It is A-bomb. It is very exploding. Recreating new vibration in non-passive arena. What could be? Abam, what do you take?
Well, again, this is you know, I don't speculate. I don't guess what things will be. I've always encouraged our foundership to or founder base to come to webinars with no expectation. I've always said that, and I still agree with that, because when you come with expectation and then you don't receive what you were expecting, now you're going to be upset. Okay. And when you're upset, there's some chemical reactions going on in your body. That's not a good thing. It's not healthy. Okay. So I like to be, nice and steady, relaxed, calm. So I just come knowing that whatever I'm going to receive is going to be good. Because as we've stated, only good news in ONPASSIVE. Some people take some news as bad news. I see only good in ONPASSIVE because I'm looking at the big picture. Never that small little, the big picture is what I look at. So if the CEO says it's going to be a bomb, it's going to be a big bomb, well, I just expect that it's going to be a big bomb, but not, what exactly will it be? Because I'm gonna lose sleep at nights trying to figure it out, right? So I like my sleep when I do get a few hours, So I would not, try to speculate what that will be. Just know that it's going to be something that's going to benefit us going forward. So it's another piece to the puzzle that's going to put us in the right direction. And there are a few things that we could think, but it's okay. Let's just. I don't like to be wrong, right? So I like to be right all the time. So, so I'll not speculate as to what it is, because maybe I'll be wrong with my speculation. All right.
Yeah, that's awesome, sir. ONPASSIVE is all about just like a laser. Okay, it must be crystal. We have to get accurate information in OES and through our CEO at the right time. It is going to be perfect. Okay, that's a beauty. That's a random beauty of ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. I could see one more hand raise. Delroy, Mr. Delroy, King Brand Master, over to you. You want to ask any question? You are most welcome, dear.
Mr. Delroy Tomlinson.
Yeah. Mr. Delroy Tomlinson, over to you.
There you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you have no mic. Okay, his mic is not working.
Yes. So
right,
one more question is coming into ONPASSIVE arena. ONPASSIVE founding member, they want to know what is their values after 5 years, 10 years. What will be the position of our founding members? What do you want to give the message of all founding members? Okay, because they feel that I have 1,000 team, but some is having 0 team. But we all are superstar, a big heroes in ONPASSIVE arena. Nobody is going to be inferior. We all are going to be ultimate. But sir, I want to hear from you. What do you want to give the message for all founding members in very neat and clean manner?
Yes. Yeah. So again, we have to understand that sales or selling is an art. Okay. Now, if I was to sit down and, you say, okay, I want you to draw, a picture of you, Raj, it would not look good. Okay. I'm not an artist. Okay. It just wouldn't. My youngest, she'll probably do a very, very good job, right? Because she's good at that stuff. But me, no, not good at it. Okay. If you go to a lawyer and you say, okay, Mr. Lawyer, I want you to help me pick out the right stocks for my portfolio, what do you suggest? That's probably not the person to go to kind of get that information, right? Because they're a lawyer, so their expertise is in whatever law field that they practice, right? So it's the same thing in ONPASSIVE. A lot of us come into ONPASSIVE and we cannot sell, we cannot market. We don't have that skill because it is a skill, okay? It is a skill to get someone to buy something. It's a skill, right? Whether we believe that or not, but that's the truth of the matter, okay? Think of past businesses that you were involved in. Were you able to sell the company's products? Were you able to sell whatever service? Were you able to get others to come in and believe in the dream, you know, and to work within the business? Chances are, you know, 80 to 90% of those that are in ONPASSIVE right now, they had no success doing that. So my point is that ONPASSIVE is aware of this, okay? The company is aware of this. So the company knows that, yeah, there's a whole lot of founders that don't have any users, any customers. They just don't have any at this point. And they are relying on the company in order to generate customers, okay? They're relying on the tools. They're relying on the process, okay? They're relying on that. So the company is fully aware of this. So those people who say, oh, I have no team, and okay, just stop, right? Just stop asking that question, okay? Why? Because the company is fully aware of your situation, okay? And so the company is setting up the system so that it can be an automated sales process. Okay, we have said this and explained this probably 1,000,000 times by now, okay? So we don't need to be concerned. Think about where you'll be 5 years from now. Let's say, I don't know, over 1 year, the company got you 10 customers. And then the next year, another 10 customers. And the next year, another 10 customers. So, you know, in no time, you have 50 customers, okay? And you have 50 customers, and these customers, you know, they're buying O Connect, they're buying O Tracker, maybe they're buying O Domain, maybe they buy O Academy. We don't know what they're going to buy. They're going to buy something, though, okay? That means that you're generating income from the sales of these products, right? Now, what could that income possibly be, right? It's going to be more than what you have right now, okay? It's going to be a positive number. It will not be a negative number, okay? It's going to be positive, right? So if we start to understand what this company is about and the potential, right, then we see that every single foundership, every single user, every single affiliate that is in right now, they shouldn't be concerned about, you know, income that they're going to make in all these things. If you believe that this company is the future world leader of digital companies, if you believe that ONPASSIVE is the future of the internet, if you believe that this is the last stop, if you believe all these things, then you know that your future is secure, your financial future is secure, right? So everyone, whether you have 1 user, 0 user, 1,000 user, it doesn't matter, simply because of the model, simply because the company still believes in CATMO. And we all should know what CATMO is, right? If we understand that, then we should know that we are going to be okay. It's just a matter of time, folks, okay? Don't judge ONPASSIVE by what you see right now, okay? Why would you, right? Take any company, take Microsoft, go back to Microsoft, even in their first 5 years. Examine what they were like at that time. Now jump forward 10 years later, 15 years later, 20, you understand? And look what they've become. You can do the same thing for other companies. Some excelled faster than others, but in the most part, most companies fail in the very first 5 years. So that means it takes time for a company to actually thrive. And ONPASSIVE is already starting at a much higher position, right, than most companies, okay? Yes, we're starting from scratch, but we started from scratch with a very solid base. We already have over 3 million customers that's sitting right there. That is huge. There are companies today who don't have 3 million customers. So think about that. Think about the revenue potential of ONPASSIVE. Think about when ONPASSIVE has 100 million customers. As I said earlier, where will these customers go? They have to go somewhere. They have to be attached to a founding member somewhere. Why don't you believe that could be you? When companies come on board because they want to be able to manage their human resource department much better, be more effective, be more efficient, okay? And so they choose to use old staff powered by ONPASSIVE, right? When universities come online and they want to use Academy along with Connect to deliver courses, to deliver degree programs, right? Think of the potential. We're talking billions of dollars, folks, right? Think of the database. Think of being able to offer that service to other companies the same way AWS does right now, okay? Think of the potential. Think of the physical products that ONPASSIVE could sell. Think of the alignment ONPASSIVE is having with governments who want ONPASSIVE to do certain, provide certain services for it, right? We have to think in the bigger picture, folks. Don't just look at, Connect and what's my potential to make with Connect is one product, folks, one product, okay? Connect does not represent all of ONPASSIVE, okay? It's just one product. So when we look at the totality and see all that ONPASSIVE has to offer, okay, we will see that it's going to be a business in a box. It's going to be a one complete solution for you to be able to generate whatever income you so desire. That's what's going to happen, right? I said earlier, if you're listening, that you will have the legal license to print money. Okay, that's what I believe. That's how powerful I believe what we have in our hands is. Okay, and I don't mean that you're gonna, physically go print a dollar bill. That's not what I mean. Okay, but just to have the ability, right, to be able to generate the income that you're looking for. Now, hear me and let me be clear on this point. Okay, if you're used to making $40,000 a year at your job, don't come and say, well, I want to be a billionaire in ONPASSIVE, right? Don't come and say, I want to be a millionaire in ONPASSIVE. If that's based upon your job that you're, which is your ability, okay, based upon that, and that's what your income, let's try to help you replace that first. How about that? You understand? If you're making $20,000 a year, let's try and help you replace that. Okay, because guess what's going to happen? Your income will grow in ONPASSIVE. It's not going to be stagnant. It's not going to stay the same. As more products come on board, as more customers come on board, your income grows. That only makes sense. Okay, so let's be realistic in what we're looking to generate, but also know that the ceiling is unlimited. Okay, the potential is unlimited. So that's why I say that whatever it is that a person have in their mind that is realistic, they will be able to generate it. Because how can you not if it's unlimited, right? If the potential is unlimited, meaning there is no ceiling. Our CEO talks about even if you just max out the 25,000 a week, okay, well, multiply that. There's 52 weeks in a year. So take 25,000 and multiply it by 52 and see what you come up with. You understand, folks? Right? That's how people have to look at the potential. That's a good amount. Okay, that's a good amount. I think anyone and everyone would be happy if that's all they generated on ONPASSIVE. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone will generate that. No, I'm saying if you were able to max out that 25,000 per week, I think you're going to be okay. No matter what country you live in, even if you live in the United States, I think you're going to be okay with that. Okay, because the majority of the population do not generate anything close to that. But the potential is there in ONPASSIVE. There are people right now ONPASSIVE. Well, let me not even touch on that. The point is, there's some folks that are okay right now, okay? And more people will be okay as we move forward, okay? So don't just look at, well, that person and that. No, look at yourself. Look at where you are right now and know that as we move forward, things will be better for you and your family. It's going to happen, folks. It's not wishful thinking. Because as our CEO says, and I concur with him, that nothing other than God, nothing can stop ONPASSIVE. No entities, no authorities. Why? Because it's a legal business. If it was an illegal business, then I'll say, well, that's a different story. But if you have something that is ethical, that is clean, right, that is all about providing, real products to people, right, then you have a legitimate business. Okay? And so the company is going to ensure that everything is good going forward, and we will benefit from that. So let's just embrace that, folks, and know that we are in the right company. We are in the only company that cares more about your financial future than even yourself. That's the company that we're in. All right?
Oh my goodness, that's remarkable. Why not? ONPASSIVE is a masterpiece, and it is one of the biggest stake of the global market. It is one of the master stroke of the planet. I said rightly, sir. Catmo, that is a soul of ONPASSIVE, okay? And O place is a heart of ONPASSIVE. And artificial intelligence, that is a nervous system of ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. That is why ONPASSIVE reviving 24 karat pure gold, okay? That's a thundering beauty of ONPASSIVE. We have top class international master international leader. They have joined with us. That we want to take some sharing. So let's call upon Honorable Mr. John Barela, sir, from USA, one of the sensational, genius international leader, non-passive universe. Sir, please unmute yourself. You are most welcome, sir. And you also keep your valuable, priceless sharing. Mr. John Barela, sir, most explosive personality. You are most welcome, sir. Mr. John Barela, sir, can you hear me? You are most welcome, sir.
Okay, excuse me. Yes.
Hey, we can hear you now, Delroy.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something quick before John comes on. Yeah. So as usual, Michael is excellent. He's doing a powerful work here globally, and we certainly want to express our appreciation for all that he's doing. And in his presentation, he mentioned about the foundation, and that is something that I just wanted to just mention very quickly. Most of us tend to not pay much attention to it, because when you look at it, you don't see the foundation of a building. You don't see it. It's not invisible sight, but that building cannot remain standing without it. And we wouldn't expect that the Burj Khalifa would have the same foundation as our homes, regardless of how large it is, because it's a bigger structure. So the bigger the structure, the bigger the foundation will have to be. I mean, the Burj Khalifa foundation alone took over 2.5 years to be built. No, I wouldn't expect my house to take 2.5 years to be built. That's just the foundation alone. Why? Because it's a bigger structure. So, we need to understand here that ONPASSIVE has a massive structure here, which requires a massive foundation, extraordinary foundation. That's what is happening right now, So we just want to say thank you to Mr. Willaims for, making himself available for this. We certainly appreciate it, okay? Yeah.
Hi, could you hear? Excuse me for, whoops, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me, folks?
We can hear you, John.
Yes.
Yeah. We can hear
Oh,
you,
yes.
John.
I apologize. When you called upon me before, I actually hit the hang up button instead of my mic, so I got knocked off completely. So forgive me for that. And real quickly, I'm sorry I interrupted there, but I'll just say thank you, Michael Williams, for presenting today. Michael's answered all of your questions, all of our questions, and I would just say, listen to Michael. He lets us know exactly where we are and what we need to know right now. And one thing I always think about when he don't get ahead of the company. That's like just one thing I want to say. Listen to Michael. He's telling us everything we need to know. So thank you for today. Thank you, Michael. And that's all I have to say, folks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome, sir. Really, it's said so beautiful manner that we have to be accurate. We have to get all the information through OEM. That is the biggest tool for getting any latest recent update about ONPASSIVE. Okay, there should be no speculation, no assumption. ONPASSIVE, real, genuine, organic, 100% done deal. Thanks a lot, Mr. John Barela, sir, for your remarkable message to all founding members. That's the beauty of ONPASSIVE, my dear friends. We have top-class international legend leaders. They are guiding us. They are true soulmate. They are true guiding souls. They are truly a torch bearer for us. But we have to keep our mind open, accept a new idea all the times. Thank you so much, sir. I could say one international marvelous character. Yes, Maestro international leader. Sister Julie, can you hear me? I can see you. Actually, I want to hear you. Okay. Okay, let's call up.
She's not available, sir. As I mentioned
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah,
she's
okay,
not
okay. Thank you so
available.
much, sir.
She's listening.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's listening.
Yeah, yeah. International First Lady Queen, marvelous character, a divine power, Dr. Beni from USA. Queen, can you hear me? Dr. Beni, can you hear me? You're most welcome. You are priceless. Dr. Beni, can you hear me? I can see you in the webinar. Okay. Let's call upon from India, Mr. Hirala Rathorji, an international brilliant leader. Yeah, I think.
Brother Raj,
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
Debbie.
Sorry. Yeah. Devi, yes. Okay. You're most welcome, sister. Devi from USA. Yeah, go ahead. You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. I have to apologize. I cannot put my camera on, but I appreciate you letting me speak. I want to primarily say thank you so much, Brother Michael, for gracing us with your presence today, as always. You're very generous with your time and your teaching and everything you've said on your behalf and on behalf of Julie. We appreciate that very much because we all need it on a regular basis. We need to be reminded of what the company is doing. We need to be reminded what we have learned from the journey and be reminded that a child does not just get up and run without learning steps. And those steps are quite many. So we appreciate you always reminding us of what we should be doing and not what we should not be doing. What we should not be doing is to keep quiet. And what we should be doing is continue to preach, continue to talk to those who are willing to listen, and continue to encourage one another. And you're doing just that from one forum, one platform to another. We truly appreciate you. And we hope that you can clone yourself and be sharing yourself over time when it's the right time. For now, I know your time is quite limited, but you're here doing what you do best. Thank you so much. And I know ONPASSIVE is not going to leave anyone behind. And definitely it will not leave any of us who is here or who is listening and not necessarily in the platform. We know that we can trust you at the helm of ONPASSIVE. Thank you so much. And we also thank Mr. Ash for giving us this platform, for giving us the opportunity to share in his dream, because we are living in his dream. If he was selfish, we would not have been there to participate in the dream. And thank you for being that one person who always helps promote peace and calmness in everywhere that you go. Thank you. Back to you, Brother Raj. Thank you, Brother Michael.
Yeah, that's greatness. Thank you, sister, for your lovely statement. Why not? ONPASSIVE is a global voice of the planet. It is winning the hearts of millions of the people, okay? And it is all about paradigm shift. All is set to change your life forever, my dear friends. That's the aroma, that's the flavor of ONPASSIVE. Just feel it. ONPASSIVE is all about vibration, all about your behavior, how you are so distant, humble, kindness, integrity, how you are maintaining integrity for company. That is why ONPASSIVE is unbreakable, unstoppable, okay? And we are winners. Next, I could see one hand raised. Mr. Prince, if you want to ask any question, you are most welcome. Mr. Prince, I can see your hand raised. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Good day, everyone. Okay, so I want to thank Mr. Michael for his teachings and everything he has said so far regarding to ONPASSIVE and the eye-opening and some deep questions that I have in within me as a founder of ONPASSIVE. And basically, I can say that I am well led and thank you for this meeting. So, but then I also got a question to ask. Since ONPASSIVE is a global company, and particularly for the founders, is there anything that could be able to differentiate the founders from the resellers or from the public? Maybe I don't know if it is a tag or an emblem or something unique that probably anytime you see a co-founder of OnPassive, you'll be able to recognize, okay, this is a founder of OnPassive, and it's more easier to relate with, all right, to talk about, to talk to one another, to express yourself as a fellow co-founders. So I just feel like asking such questions. Thank you.
Okay, so only founding members will have O Founders tab in their OES. Okay, so the public resellers that come in now and thereafter, they will not have the O Founders tab within their OES. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all we need. So other than that, it's not necessary. Okay.
Okay.
Because we have to just think of the company is not about founders. It's not about founding members. It's about the public. We're going to be that tiny percent off the entire ONPASSIVE, right? So to keep that in mind, but we will have that place, that no one else will be able to have, and that is to have that platform called O Founders, within our ecosystem. Okay, so that's what's going to stand us apart from any and everyone else. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. And Raj, I don't have much time left, so
actually I want to take only 2 minutes. I am requesting only 2 minutes. Okay. I want to take 2 sharing from our panel members. After that, only 2 minutes. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would like to call upon Mrs. Neera, international leader from India. Within a short moment, you share your experience about today's presentation. Neera Angral from India. You are most welcome. Okay. Let's call upon Renu Parihar from India. If you want to share something. Okay. I would like to call upon Mrs. Yugesi Markham from India. Share your view about today's presentation. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello,
Yeah.
Raj. Yes, yeah, thank you very much. Raj, I'm Yashoda Vyas from India, Rishikesh.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And yeah, thank you, brother Michael. We are really blessed that you are with us. And thank you for your valuable time and the incredible sharing regarding today's presentation. We are really proud to say that I am a non-passive. And no other company is going to eradicate poverty. No other company is going to correct the corruption. That's why we are on top. We are going to uplift humanity. What else we want? The work we couldn't do before on passive, that we are going to do henceforth. So thank you for being here today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to you, Raj.
Okay, that's thank you so much. Really, today we witness unprecedented, phenomenal, explosive, so energetic and mesmerizing session. Oh my goodness, that's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. It is full of a galaxy of intellectual. They are truly legend. And Michael Willaims, sir, you are truly legend, a masterpiece personality of ONPASSIVE. You are a great motivation source of millions of founding members and coming times, millions of users, and your energy and your statesman quality and your loving character that is starting. That's a marvelous beauty of on passive, and you are guiding us with your crystal thoughts. That's amazing. Uh, Sir, before we conclude, sir, we want your conclusion remarks. Then I will go for giving a thanks, sir. So what is your conclusion remarks, sir? Over to Mr. Michael, sir. Michael Williams, sir.
Yeah, I'll just keep it real brief as time has gone. You know, basically, all of us should, you know, get to know and understand the products in our ecosystem. You know, utilize OMail, ONet, OTrim, right? See that they are real products. See that there's usage for them. Okay, OConnect. You know, use the products. Right, that will help your belief system to know that yes, you know, we have real products that are here, and your perspective is going to be different than the public, right? Because you have seen, right? You have seen the good, the bad, the ugly. Like you've seen that with the products. You've seen when, okay, I couldn't get this on, and Connect wasn't working, and this and all this. Like you've seen all of this stuff. When the public comes and they see it, they're gonna see it at its best. We've seen it at its worst. They will see it at its best. So it's two different perspectives, right? So again, don't judge it based upon what you've seen, right? Just understand where we're going with it. Understand what the public will see. Understand why the public will love what we have to offer, right? And as I said earlier too, this is just a small segment of the entire ecosystem, right? The ecosystem is ever expanding. Meaning we're going to have another product and another product and another product and so on. It's going to continue to build and build and build and build. The more products you have is the greater the potential it is for your earnings, right? So you have to see it that way. If you walk into a grocery store and all they have is two products sitting there, right? You know, what's the possibility or what's the potential of making, you know, millions of sales versus, right? You walk into a grocery store and they have hundreds of products. You understand, folks? Right? That's the difference. The more I have is the greater the chance I'll have something that you will want. If I only have two products inside there, and if you come and you don't want any of those two products, I have nothing to sell you.